Hey y'all, sprinkle sprinkle, welcome to the channel. So we're going to be speaking on, well, they said. Well, they said. So a lot of you are in some of the comments on some of the videos and some of the community section, always asking about celebrities. If celebrities had stock, y'all should invest into them because y'all are that concerned about what people are doing, why people are breaking up, why people say what they said, because they said what they said. A lot of people have different reasons for speaking and saying what they say. Some people's target audience are not rich people. Some people's target audience are pygmisha. Some people's target audience don't have a lot of money. So therefore, why would they offend them? You know what I'm saying? A lot of people ask why certain people sing certain lyrics because their target audience is who supports them and spends money. So if you're thinking of everything as in terms of business, you won't get offended. You won't ask questions. You'll know exactly what people are saying and why they're saying it. And you won't have to second guess yourself. You won't have to say, well, they said, who cares? They have a business to run. They run their own business the way they run it, just like I do. Okay. So therefore, that's why you shouldn't compare yourselves to people because you don't have the same target audience. You might not even have an audience. So when people speak, they're not speaking their true, honest thoughts unless, you know, they're probably in private. When they are on the record, that's what they call it, on record, they have to say what their target audience and their friends and whoever else they work with won't be offended by. So therefore, that's why people say what they say. Obviously, they had to say anything. I mean, they didn't have to say anything, but since they did, I mean, a lot of pygmishas and whoever, Dusties, you know, are going to be supportive. So who cares? Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If anyone feels some sort of way, let them feel that way. Sprinkle, sprinkle. That's all I can tell y'all. And appreciate the little sprinkle. So who cares what people think? I'm trying to help y'all. Who cares what they think? They don't have to live your life. They don't have to do what you do. They don't have to do anything. Allow them to be who they are. The best way to lead is by not trying to force someone to do anything. When they see whatever they're doing is not working, and they could be 100% happy and still doing whatever they are doing. And no one cares. A difference of opinion doesn't mean someone is right or wrong. It means they have a difference of opinion. So allow people to have their own opinion. You don't have to go by what they say. You don't. And if you did, then you're not your own person anyway. You're just somebody that walks around looking for people to follow. So do what's best for you. And if you can't do that because someone said this and someone said that, remember how people make their money. Not on rich people, but on poor people looking to be rich. Okay. And then they give, then you sell someone a dream that even if you're rich, you still got to take care of somebody broke. Okay, great. Go take care of somebody broke after you get rich. Honestly, do whatever you want to do. It's your money. If you want to take care of somebody, take care of them. If you don't, then don't. It's literally your choice. That's what I always say. Like, don't allow people to create some sort of issue because they said something. Why did they say it? Who are their target audience? Who are their besties? I mean, I'd say that too if my besties were who were independent women who took care of men. I'd say the same thing because I'm not going to lose that connect. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, so I don't blame people for saying what they say. I know why people say what they say. It's all money. Follow the money. That's if you ever want to know the truth, follow the money. In every conflict, in every conspiracy, in every issue, in every statement that makes no sense, it has some money behind it, okay? I'll always know that. I always say, follow the money. If you don't know the answer, find the money. And when you do that, you'll have the answer. Okay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So always follow that. And I'm not downing anybody, People got to say what they got to say to keep their connects. And I totally agree. All right. So always know that. Okay. And if you find yourself in a situation that you can't get out of because you don't have the money to get out of it, well, obviously you need to figure out how to get that money and get yourself out of the situation. You don't just give up and say, oh, well, I just stay here because da, 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 da. Do what you want, do what you have to do. I mean, a lot of people know that. And some people will listen to others and stay, where they are because such and such said this and such said that. Well, great. Everybody has their own opinion. Everybody has their own goals. Everybody has their own, choices to make. So make your choices and don't feel bad after you make those choices if they work for you. Okay. I would definitely allow people to have, free will if, since they were born with it. I mean, why take away someone's free will because somebody said something? That doesn't make any sense. It's one person's opinion versus your life and your lifestyle and what you like and what you want. Okay. Now, I don't know. Some people were asking me about why people were breaking up. I don't know why people break up. I'm not in their business, and I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Okay. There. Hopefully, that will answer the question. I really have I don't watch a lot of that stuff that y'all watch because I read. That stuff does not entertain me, or it's not very entertaining at all. It's just a bunch of ratchet people getting paid to sell you an image so that you can replicate it. Okay, so I don't watch that stuff. I have other things that I need to be doing. Okay. Yes, I read, I write, I create, I draw, I paint, you know, I do all sorts of things. So I'm not sitting up there watching people that are created to make you look a certain way. I'm not gonna do that. Sorry. And if it's just for a second, if it's just funny for a few seconds, great. But I'm turning the channel to something that I can actually learn from, or something that's actual, some type of good writing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Nobody's watching people argue and talk about they man cheating. We already know. We already know all that. It's not. We don't care. Do something about it or don't. We don't care. Yes. And if y'all are wondering about the background and the colors that I'm wearing, I wore it just so that I could trigger some people. Okay. But don't worry about that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Anyway. Always know that my backgrounds of what I have on is to trigger certain folks. And if it doesn't trigger you, then don't worry about it. It's not for you. It's only for certain folks. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Y'all already know who y'all are. Y'all can tell in the comments. All right. So, yes. Well, they said what? What do you think? you know, and this is why I'm saying a lot of people don't use their own mind. They don't have their own choices. They allow media and other people to make their choices for them. They continuously watch other people and compare themselves to them, even though they don't compare at all. And I'm trying to tell y'all need to stop doing that. If y'all don't do that, great. I'm not talking to y'all, the ones who don't do that, the ones who continuously ask about other people who they will never meet or never have as much money as. Find something else to put your focus on, okay? Because you're wasting your time where you could actually be learning something to help your life or help you start your own business or help you move in the right direction that you're trying to get to, okay? Y'all are being distracted and it's a total waste of time, okay? If all you know is social media, if all you know are reality TV stars and what celebrities said, then you know nothing. Okay. And this is why some people like me cannot have certain types of friends because that's all they know. Okay. So if y'all want to seriously improve yourselves, turn that crap off and go learn something worthwhile or do something that's creative or something like that. But don't sit there and just talk about stuff unless that is what you do for a living, unless that is your job. If that's not your job, you're wasting your time and energy. So don't even bother. Let them say what they say, let them do what they do. If you are not on anyone's payroll or their payroll, who cares? Okay. So that's all I know. I could never be friends with someone that all they talk about is social media, celebs, and who broke up in reality TV. I would look at you crazy and leave and go talk to somebody with with a brain. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And when y'all ask me the same exact question, I already know half of y'all are bots and paid, and so it doesn't really matter. I'm not answering the bot questions. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. hmm Make sure y'all realize not everything that you see or hear is for you. Not everything you see and hear is advice. Not everything that you see and hear when someone is asked a question is for you as a guide. Okay. Some people have to save their relationships as far as, who they work with. Some people can't offend people that have more money than them. So they are not even telling you the truth. And some people create movies for certain types of people so that they can feel good in their situation. And if y'all can't see that, then y'all can't see at all. Okay. If you're making lots of money on certain types of people, a certain group of people, a certain class of people, you have to keep that target audience. If you don't, people aren't going to support or watch or, listen to whatever you're doing. So if you don't keep that type of audience, where are you going to go? Who are you going to appeal to? You know what I'm saying? So don't listen to everyone. Not every piece of advice is for you. It's not. Okay. So there. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You can't tell many people much about it because jealousy, they don't need to hear that. Yeah. This is why you don't really need to talk to too many people unless they have more than you or they are not envious or jealous of you. You don't need to talk to anybody about that. Okay. Mhm. Keep it to yourself because most people are not who you think they are. Or they're not going to say what you need them to say. They're going to say what's best for them. That's all they're going to do. Okay. That's all you need to do. What's best for you? Then go do that. Yes. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You really don't understand the paid bots. Why waste the time and money to hate? Girl, I don't know who paid them people, them bots, or that program. I don't even know it. I think it's a program that copies and pastes with different names just to fill up the chat. I have no idea. I know there's a program that people can, uh, you know, implement to do that. But I have no idea who that is. Sorry, sprinkle, sprinkle. It's just it's there. It's annoying, but it helps the numbers. So that's why I ain't too bad. All right. How do you transmute large amounts of? I don't, because I don't know a lot of people. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if someone is jealous of me, I would never know because I don't really talk to people. So if you are too social, if you're around too many people, if you have too many connections or friends or whatever, then you would never know unless you're in contact with them. I'm not in contact with that many people, so I would never know. Therefore, if you are the less people that you interact with, the less you have to worry about it. Okay? Yeah. The least people that you interact with, the least you would have to worry. Because I don't really care. If you are around too many people, then that's probably why. Your man is a provider, but he hold out commitment because he want to evaluate you. He only introduced you by my name to friends, no title. Okay, well, where's your other man? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, he wouldn't get introduced to nobody. All right, y'all already know the answer. Y'all already know what I'm gonna say. If you want a man to commit to you, and you want somebody to introduce you with the title, then don't allow him to introduce you at all. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get it? Don't go nowhere with him. Don't be seen in public with him, man. If you not somebody to him and you've been together for a while, then he ain't nobody to you, which means you don't need to be out in public with him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go elsewhere alone because that's your title, single. And that's exactly what I would do. I'm like, if you're not going to introduce me as someone significant in your life, then we're not here together. We didn't come together, and we ain't leaving together. I'm going over here, and I'm gonna introduce myself as a single woman. We'll see who else out here. Stop going places with him if he ain't introducing you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Mhm. All right, because I definitely not getting ready to go through that. And the longer you allow them to do it, the more comfortable they get. So you got to cut them off quick. You got to like, you know what? I don't really want to go to that thing. I don't want to meet anybody. We don't even have a title. So who are you introducing me as? Your associate, your coworker, your friend. If I want to be that, I can go somewhere by myself. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. That's all you need to tell them. Just say it, and then maybe they'll give you something, title, whatever you're looking for. As long as they come with some money and some bills paid, I don't care. A title ain't nothing. It don't have no money behind it. That's just like getting a raise at work, but not getting a raise on your check. Get, I mean, that's like getting a promotion and a new title at work, but not getting a raise on your check. You need to get both at the same time. Get the money and get the title, if that's what you're trying to do. Because I always do that. Like, look, we ain't nothing until you paying bills anyway. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, that means I got other options. Okay. How should be a reasonable amount? What? Yeah, I don't know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Men are hard to understand. They don't send mixed signals if they don't like you yet. That's why you just got to tell them. You can't like hope that they figure it out. Either you tell them or you don't waste too much time with them and you're dealing with other people so that it's not really a loss. Okay. You said Tyler Perry said we making the money. It's okay if he paid a light bill. Okay. Is it okay for another man to pay the rest of the bills? Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay. The bum that's living with you, he could pay the light bill, but the rest of the guys they can pay the other bills. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You don't have to spend your money if you don't want to, ma'am. Yes, you might be making money, but other people are making money too. Okay. He making money, he making money. You put all that money together. Guess what? You ain't got to pay zero bills. And pay no bill. Not if you unless you want to. Okay. All right. I told y'all he had to say that because of who his friends are. You can't offend certain people if you want to work with them. I don't have to work with anybody, so I can offend anybody. So, uh-huh. And you know what? It's not really a conspiracy. I know a lot of people say it's a conspiracy. He want to keep it. You know what? Y'all already doing it before he came along. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Before Tyler Perry came along, y'all was already taking care of Dusty. So who cares? His alter ego, Medea, she got all her husbands, was a stripper, got all her money, all her insurance checks. Okay. Got her a nice big house. So I don't know what y'all talked about. I don't think she was the breadwinner. Anyway. And if you really think about it, let me go ahead and break down. Before he knew certain people, his movies weren't that way. His plays weren't that way. People always got that money. People always figured out how to get what they really wanted until he made friends with a certain person, then that he could not offend. So it is what it is. Okay. He said he keeps exposing the negatives and getting rich off of it. Well, if you don't expose the negative, you can never fix it. You know what I'm saying? If you don't expose the negative, you can't fix it. I mean, if you really think about it, some of the people that show you the negative things, they would never live that lifestyle. If they didn't have to. They would never want their children to do what some of the characters in some of these movies are doing. It's not for them. It's for y'all. And I keep telling y'all that. It's not for them. It's for y'all. And when I say y'all, I mean those people who can relate. I can't relate, so I can't watch. How many people literally, and I'm not putting, I love the older plays and the Medea character for sure. They're hilarious. In some of the movies, that's not for me. That's not for us. That's not for people that are doing what they want to do or having people pay for their bills and stuff. That's not for everyone. That's for those people who need to see that in order to keep going and feel good in their lifestyle. Okay. It's not for everybody. That's why everybody don't watch it. Okay. Now there have been shows that he has done that was very based, that was very, you know, much about gold digging. And everyone liked that show too. I say everyone can do something different. You can write a different type of movie, a different type of show, a different type of, you know, play for everybody. There are some definitely, you know, that I would say, yes, get your money, girl, that he has written. So, I mean, you got to be careful when you tell somebody, oh, they're making a bad example. They have some good examples too, and I've seen them. But what makes the most money? Who is at home after work, turning on their TV, who don't have access to certain things, whose main entertainment is watching TV after they get off work, a certain type of people. It could be middle class, lower middle class, who's watching, and they don't want to feel bad about their position. So guess what? They have something to watch. All right, sprinkle, sprinkle. And the artist and the artist and the art are separate, especially if you're creating for different target audiences. Uh, So y'all stop looking too deep into it and let it go. You got to keep your target audience. You got to keep your target audience. He said what he said. Just like I'm gonna say what I say. And a difference of opinion does not mean someone is wrong or right. It just means that's what they said. Okay. It is not one individual person's job to change something. If you want to change yourself. If you want to change the narrative, you get up and go do something about it. I mean, not one person's job. If you don't like something, say you don't like it. It's your opinion. Okay. There. A lot of people act like, and some of these bots that are out here on the comments, I'm ignoring y'all today. So y'all go find something else to do, or at least send some money. All right. So you said you stopped caring altogether. Well, good for you. Where do you go out and find you a man who will, girl? Why, if you have to ask that question, you're not ready, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I'm telling y'all this because if y'all can't think, then y'all can't learn. Because you don't memorize things, you use your brain to think and connect things. So if you can't figure that out, you ain't ready, ma'am. I'm just saying, you're not ready. You don't know how to Google search, put words in a little search bar. If you got to ask me something, then you're not ready, ma'am. You don't know where they are. That means you're not going to fit in anyway. So you need to work on a lot more before you go there. Okay. I'm just being honest. Okay. Trying to be honest with y'all. Not trying to be mean. Just trying to be honest. And that was probably a bot, so they probably don't care anyway, y'all. Okay. All right. How you alchemize dad's wounds to set standards or as a feminine woman? I don't know, man. Just do something different that makes you forget about all that stuff. I don't even know. Okay, and why you still live at home? I don't know what you're talking about. Like, are you talking? See, those type of questions I can't answer because I don't know what they're talking about. How do you alchemize dad's wounds to set standards as a feminine? Okay, so you're living your life based on what your dad has wounds for. Hmm. Perhaps don't live your life for that. That's the best thing I can tell you. Don't live your life based on someone else, bad wounds or whatever. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Yeah, these are bot questions, y'all. At least they sent some money this time. All right. Anyway, so allow yourself to make your own decisions and make your own way. Stop comparing yourself to other people who you aren't, you know, you know, obviously taking advice from. You don't know them enough to know why they're saying what they're saying, then you don't know them enough to take their advice. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So know that. All right. Know that. Anyway, you said, what do you do if a man's trying to make you jealous? I don't get jealous of men. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Nobody cares about no man. That's you. Why would you get jealous of a man? All right. What do you do if the guy looks a lot at other? I don't really care. Honestly, how old are y'all? Because y'all are acting very young. If y'all are still affected by when men look at other women, then you need. Even Ray Charles looked at other women. He touched on them. Okay. Even Stevie Wonder asked people what she looked like. Okay. And he can't see. So guess what? How you gonna stop your man from looking at people and his eyes work? I'ma look too. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I'ma look at whatever I need to look at if I want to look at it. So who cares? The reason why I'm saying that is because y'all are too. Get you a blind man. Get you a blind and deaf man with no hands. If you don't want nobody looking at nobody. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. That's the serious answer. We'll get you a quadriplegic that can't see and communicate, and you'll be fine. He ain't gonna look at nobody. He ain't gonna see nobody. He ain't gonna hear nobody. He's just gonna be there for you. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If that's what y'all want, that seems like what y'all want. Somebody that y'all can control, that don't look elsewhere, that don't listen to other people. I mean, what y'all want? That's what y'all want, right? Okay, so now y'all gonna ask me dumb questions. Y'all gonna get some dumb answers. So, what about a man that aren't manipulating you emotionally but are there for you? Well, he better be able to take emotional manipulation as well. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. Because he ain't gonna be the only one. You want a man in a wheelchair like Anna Nicole Smith. You so silly. All right. He said manipulate his money. Eh, if you're not getting what you want out of the situation, then stop asking questions about it. All right. Because if you knew how to get what you wanted, then you'd have it. All right. That's what I'm saying. Like, eh. You said if women were meant to be the real undercover leaders in the world, then what began the downfall of women and rise of patriarchy? What was the worship? Was it the worship of men? I don't think it was the worship of men. I think it was the transition. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And the hidden knowledge and the taking away of the knowledge. Y'all, you got to be smart. Sometimes people don't think that years ago they take away knowledge from you and don't allow you to read, write, have equal rights and stuff like that. It's that's a reason. So because you are naturally a certain way, and if you were to have the same stuff, there would be no way to compete. So of course that's why. Duh. Anyway, it's okay though. You know, some people play dumb, some people play smart when they got to. They're smart when they have to be. They're dumb when they have to be. This is the beauty of being a woman because you can play smart and you can play dumb. And you people will believe you either way. Okay. But you know who you really believe? Yourself. How do you ask your man for money in a feminine way? I don't. I just take it. Sprinkle, sprinkle. They ain't got their credit card number? All right. So they said this and they said that. Well, what do you think? Is what I'm asking. What do you think? Don't don't let people think for you. Think for yourself. That's what I do. Always. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Uh-huh. I don't have any advice if you don't have any brains. You know what I'm saying? Sprinkle, sprinkle. I can't teach if you can't learn. I can't teach if you have no common sense. I can't tell you anything if you can't connect dots. The reason why I'm telling you all this is because you keep asking questions that if you had the answer, you wouldn't even know what to do with it anyway. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So if I were a man that was very smart, had all those degrees behind me, would you be asking me the same questions? Let me ask why. Because you would be too ashamed to ask such a dumb question, and therefore you wouldn't ask. So pretend like I'm smart and your question is too dumb to ask, and come up with a more intelligent question. Thank you. Okay. Let's see where some of y'all have all these degrees. Y'all supposed to be smarter than men, making all the money. I don't see it, ma'am. I don't see it in these comments. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I don't know what he talking about. Maybe out. Maybe they at work. Earning they check. All right. So, what about a man who don't see you as equal? He thinks you're not responsible. Good. That's the kind that will pay for everything and do whatever you need them to do. That doesn't mean it's true. It just means that's what they think. Okay. You said you want to break space from you after you caught him being sus, possibly cheating, and confronted him about it. Well, he come, girl. Who cares? You got his. He paying bills, or you got more than one. What's up? As long as you got money, baby, you get another man. As long as you look good, you can get another man. That's easy. If that's what you want. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Shoot, that old man probably got to go rest and recover somewhere. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. Your fiance is fully providing, paying all the bills, but lately showing less effort to impress me. Should I know? No. Okay, so uh, if he's doing all of that, then maybe he feels like it's enough. And if you need him to do extra, then you need to complain about everything he's doing. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I keep telling y'all, if y'all want them to do more, complain about everything. If you ain't complaining, he ain't gonna know. Be like, you know what? This is not good enough. I want this to look better. I need this, and you need to do this. This. So just complain, and they'll keep going. If you say, oh, everything is perfect, everything is great, then they're gonna. Of course, that's what they're gonna do. That's why I always tell y'all, complain and see that you get more. Ah, sprinkle, sprinkle. You say you should look for someone else, girl. You should have other options already, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Stop asking dumb questions. I appreciate that, but you should already have the other options. How do you get a man to commit if he says he's not ready for a relationship but wants relationship benefits? Um, ask him to pay. Sprinkle, sprinkle, just like everybody else. Where your money? Deposits in the bank accounts that Actually, Cash App is better. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. I see y'all are dealing with people y'all don't have to deal with. You don't get a man to commit, you just get their money and go. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you want somebody to commit, it has to be their decision. I ain't finna, if you want somebody to commit to yourself. That's it. Commit to yourself and those people that you hold near and dear. That's it. Otherwise, you don't need to be waiting on no commit for no grown man where you can have as many as you want. Okay. And the reason why I'm telling y'all this is because it's true. Do y'all know how many women literally sit here and wait on someone to commit and they can have whoever they want? If a man wants a woman, they will commit. If not, then why are you worried about it? You have other options. You can let them know you got other options if you are, wanting to tell them, you know what, I'm not going to be available all the time. I'm getting ready to make some moves. So if you in it for commitment, great. Let me know. If not, I got options. Let them know. If not, stop chasing. Okay. You said, and a lot of people leave this part out. If you got to chase a man to commit, get down on one knee to marry and propose to him, pay his bills, then you might as well be him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Or you might as well be a lesbian. You might as well. Y'all got to do all of that. So that's all I'm saying. If I'm going to take care of a grown man, pay all his bills, and do all of that kind of stuff, it's going to be a trans woman. You're going to look like a man, but she ain't going to be one. There ain't no way. She's going to fool all y'all. Like, what is that? So, I'm not getting ready to do that to no grown man that is supposed to be bigger and stronger, supposedly smarter. Resent me, I ain't gonna do that unless they a child or got special needs. Okay. If you a grown functioning man and you can't afford, you know, the lifestyle I want, then if I like you enough, I'll live within your means. I'll live within your lifestyle and your means. And you can pay for everything and I'm save and keep mine. Otherwise, I'm not getting ready to put in my money nowhere. If you can't pay, then you can't stay. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So you said they got special needs. I know. It seems that's what it's starting to seem like. Anyway, I mean, if I was going to say something, if someone asks me, is it okay for the woman to be the breadwinner? I was like, yeah, if the man has special needs. Sure. Is that even legal? But whatever. Bye. Exactly. If you can't pay, you can't stay. Bye, Felicia. Exactly. You say he got that disability check? Y'all silly. Your your man your man started ignoring you after you told him off about his unreliable behavior, but he's spirit girl. Don't nobody care what no man do. Y'all, if a man's lies can hurt you, then you're not anybody special. Or you're not who you're supposed to be. Because anybody know that when a man mouth is moving, he would lying. So whoever believed him is stupid anyway. And their IQ is not that high. And whoever believe in him probably believe in him because they want something from him. You get it? So I really wouldn't worry about it, man. Sparkle, sparkle. No one cares what men are thinking or saying, especially if they want you to believe that it's true. Most people know that men just be lying when they talk. All right. And if he likes that woman enough to put in effort to do all of that, then obviously she rejected him. Sprinkle, sprinkle. So allow them to do what they do. It shows you how stupid they are, how much they really like you, and it's not really going to amount to anything because nobody believes them anyway. Oh, Maui, sprinkle, sprinkle. Appreciate that. Should you put him in a friend zone to make him do more effort? He's rich and I really, girl, you could put him in any zone. If he wants you, he'll let you know. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All right. That's one thing. If a man likes you and they really like you and they want you, you don't have to do much. Okay. You asked a man for money second time and he said he doesn't want to be your sugar daddy. Okay. But then call your real sugar daddy then. Sprinkle, sprinkle. If you got one. If you don't, then you should have one. Go find one, girl. All right. You say he cheating on someone with you? He cheating on, I don't know what he cheating on someone with me. What should I do? Girl, you know what to do. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Don't act stupid. You know what to do. All right. All right. Perhaps you should not be so worried about what he's doing. He needs to be worried about what you're doing, man. Where you're going, who you're with, why you're doing what you're doing. Okay. If you're worried about him, then you're in the wrong type of relationship. No one, okay. If he is your main focus, you dumb. That means you haven't gotten enough from him. You haven't got anything from him to where you don't even care what he's doing because you're doing what you want and you got the money. So y'all need to get to that level. If you don't, if you have the money, you're doing exactly what you want to do, then you won't care what they're doing. So get to that level. Okay. If y'all aren't to that level, stop worrying about what he's doing and get to it, ma'am. Because that's what I'm trying to tell y'all. Y'all worry too much about these men who ain't worried nothing about y'all. Worry about their money, get their money, and then get to where you need to go. That's all I'm trying to tell you. A married guy wants you, but he lied to me about his wife. Girl, all of them do that. Sprinkle, sprinkle. All of them do that. So you might as well go find you a married one too, ma'am. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Go find you a married one, a single one, and one that's in between. That way, you won't be missing nothing. Okay, sprinkle, sprinkle. He said what he asked you to send him the bag. I was looking for, oh, the purse. He replied, "That's nice. I like it. He keeps asking me where I shop. Is there a future?" You're he gonna order it on AliExpress, girl. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Okay, we gonna get you the replica. It ain't gonna be the real deal. It's gonna be from China. All right, it's not gonna be the real deal. It's gonna be from China. China. They have the replicas. All right. Don't worry about it though, girl. You look real. You get it out. Sprinkle, sprinkle. You said stop being materialistic and superficial. Oh my gosh, did y'all hear what she said? Y'all better stop. Or else. Nothing. All right. So, or else nothing, y'all. Nothing. Anyway, I got on here for a little while. I just want to let y'all know, 1 + 1 = 2. Think for yourselves. Stop listening to everyone. Hopefully, before you ask a dumb question, you sit and think about the dumb question you're about to ask. And also, I'm glad that a lot of you are not bots today. Some of y'all are, some of y'all aren't. Sprinkle, sprinkle. And I'm going to see y'all on the next one. And also, I am putting the videos from last week in the member section, probably by the end of this week. So if y'all haven't seen them yet, y'all need to go and see, because if you're not a member, you won't be able to view them after this week. Just letting y'all know. If you want to become a member, I think it's on the channel page. I'm not sure. Wherever you click, because my YouTube looks different than y'all's. So yeah. Sprinkle, sprinkle. I gotta go, but I'll see y'all on the next one. And try using your brain when the situation occurs. You already know what you're supposed to do. Bye.